All right, my bad, y'all. Siri be tripping sometime. If you have a chance to save up $25,000, be wise with it. Don't get a car. Cars are depreciating assets, are depreciating liabilities. Cars do not gain value. Their value, as soon as you drive them off the lot, drops. Don't do this. Get you something that can go to point A, point B. Invest your money wisely if you have a chance or opportunity to do this, okay? So, starting your career sooner means more money. The average salary for a college graduate is this: $55,260. So, over a 2-year time, graduating 4 years instead of 5, right? It can earn you, or 5 instead of 6, it can earn you an extra $55,000 or $110,000 per year. The fact is what it's saying is this: the sooner you get out, the sooner you start making money. The sooner you start making money, the sooner you're able to start, being able to be financially independent and different things of that nature. Y'all got me? You good? All right. Taking 30 credit hours per year leads to higher GPAs. Why? Because you're not overextending yourself. You're not overextending yourself. Over 20 credit hours per year, this is around, under 2.7, 20, 30 credit hours per year, 2.74, 30 credit hours per year, right here. Because remember, if you're under 20 credit hours, that means you're not a full-time student. You're not. Because in order to be a full-time student, the minimum credit hours that you are going to have is 24, correct? Because you have to have at least 12 hours per semester in order to be a full-time student, right? Same thing here. Once you get past this 20 to 30, because what does that usually mean? That usually means someone is working. That usually means if you're taking below or not full-time, you might be working or you might have a family. So there are different things that are grabbing your attention versus being dialed in right now, being full-time and doing what? Locking in. Because you understand what's going on, your instructors, you understand how to kind of like maintain and get through this stuff. Y'all got me? All right. 30 credit hours per year can help you achieve your second academic goal of maintaining your GPA. Because your GPA block drops below 2.0, kiss financial aid, goodbye. GPA, maintenance and recovery. Okay? We're going to explain the process of calculating GPA and the importance of maintaining a 2.0 or higher. Evaluate the academic and financial consequences of earning GPA under a 2.0. Now, semester versus cumulative GPA. A semester GPA only calculates the average the average grade you earned in the current semester. A cumulative GPA calculates the average grade earned in all classes taken at BCU. So what does that mean? That means your semester GPA could be completely different than your cumulative GPA. You could have a semester GPA that's higher than a cumulative GPA. And you can have a cumulative GPA that's higher than a semester GPA. Depending upon what you did, depending upon how things kind of fall into place. Those type of things can happen. Why does this matter, though? This is how it's calculated. Does everybody in here know how to calculate GPA? Everybody in here knows how. It's pretty good, right? Okay, so A equals 4, B equals 3, C equals 2, D equals 1, F equals nothing, right? In order to get at least a minimum of a 3.0, and if I have 1 C, how many A's do I need to make in order to balance that out? 1. If you have an A balances out a C for a 3.0. Right? But look at it. It's the math. A up here, C down here. If I have 1 A and then 1 C, it comes right here. So if I have a D, what does that mean? Got to get 2 to 3. F. Let's not talk about F's. Look. All right. So you earned a B in a 3 credit hour course and 1 C in a 1 credit hour course. This is how you calculate quality points. I know, I saw you. Go back. Stop doing that, though. You earned a B in a 3 credit hour class, a C in 1 credit hour class. This is how you calculate quality points. The 3.0 times 3 credits equals 9. A 2.0 times 1 credit equals 2. 9 plus 2, 11 quality points. That is how you calculate. 11 divided by 4. Why is that? 11 quality points divided by 4 credits, 2.75. I think that is the Common Core way of doing that. However, you kind of get it. How can I maintain a 2.0? C's are better in every class, plain and simple. C's get degrees, but I'm not in the average. Y'all are better than C's. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all. I got C's in math. I'm just going to be real. It wasn't my thing. So I get it. So every so often, that C is going to be like, that thank you, Lord. I'm never coming back. So, but I'm talking about overall, right? Overall. All right? Why is this important? Especially for your first semester. Understanding academic standing. Good standing. Both semester and cumulative GPA are 2.0 or better. That means you're in good standing. It means you ain't got nothing to worry about. Academic warning. Cumulative GPA is 2.0 or better, but your semester GPA is under a 1.0. Remember I said that? Remember I said that you can have your semester GPA higher than your cumulative and your cumulative higher than your semester, right? All right. Academic probation. Both semester and cumulative GPA are under a 2.0. Then you're on academic probation, and that's the whole thing. Good job. Academic dismissal. Both semester and cumulative GPA stay under a 2.0 for a second semester after probation. So what happens is, remember I told y'all that it's difficult to recover a GPA, right? So what happens is you get like a semester to get to pull everything up. Now, when you go on probation, if you go on probation, because I pray that none of you go on probation, what's going to happen is that if they see that it is coming up, if they see that your GPA, they will work with you, but you'll still be on academic probation. Maintaining your GPA. Understanding academic standing. As a first semester freshman, you will end up on academic probation if your semester GPA is under a 2.0. Why? Because your cumulative GPA is going to be under a 2.0. That's the worst thing about this first year. This is where a lot of people get caught. If you are on probation and do not earn a 2.0 or higher in your second semester, you will be academically dismissed at the end of your freshman year. I think that's pretty cut and dry. Over under. Is this a 2.0 or better? Yes or no? Is this a 2.0 or better? This GPA? No, this is over 2.0 because all C's equal 2. There's all C's plus a B, so it's just a little bit over 2.0. This is good. Not great, but it'll keep you in school. Over or under? Why? The D. It is literally just under a 2.0. This is where folk get caught right here. And look what they got the D in. Freshman seminar. They found out. Over, under. Over? Are we sure about that? Why? Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with the credit itself, because that last slide we were calculating quality points, not necessarily GPAs. Quality points. The two B's make up for the D. Oh, there you go. Under. Does anybody want to do the math? Do the math. Is it? Over. Under. Do the math. 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6 courses. I mean, everybody got calculators. Huh? It's a 2.1? Just barely. This is what's going to, and you see this D right here? This D in HI 130 is actually passing, but we're going to get into that. I'm going to show y'all a little trick that both helps and hurts at the same time. What about this one? 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 6. What we got? Calculate it. This is how you calculate your GPAs. 1.8. Congratulations, you played yourself. You're on academic probation. And you're going to have to take this over again. You might as well just say no to this. We don't even need to look at this. Now, let me show y'all something. A smart guy just said that. It takes longer to recover your GPA. Somebody real smart just said that. Anyway. Huh? Nah, I said that at the very beginning. Go back and watch the recording. Your GPA can drop quickly with just one bad semester. I have seen it. It takes longer to recover your GPA. Take a look. We'll see what we got. So the semester GPA, right, with all of this is a 1.37. It's kind of like off center, but it's a 1.37, the semester GPA, which now means your academic standing is probation. The following semester, you get better grades, right? And you come up to a 2.31 for your semester. But your cumulative GPA is still 1.84. So your academic standing is still probation because of your cumulative. You want me to hold it? Okay. I'm going to set it right here. Now, why is that? Even though your grades were better and you earned over a 2.0 for the semester, you will remain on probation until your cumulative GPA is a 2.0 or higher, right? Being on probation for a second semester means that you are also on financial aid suspension. You will have to pay out of pocket to attend school the following semester. Does anybody here just have $25,000 lying around? It's okay. Now watch this. Now this is what I got to show y'all. If I can find my, hello, you can come back this way. I need to see. Yep, and this happens. There we go. I thought I had my marker somewhere. Do you have my marker, son? Oh my. I'm not even worried about it. Let's go. Go green. All right. Yeah. No, not that one. Mm-mm. I had a black one, but I can't worry about that too much right now. Nope. All right. So check this out real quick, because I think that this is going to help you out just for understanding. Now, let's say you are in any of these classes right here, because this is where this stuff really happens, okay? This is where these type of things happen here in these classes. Oh, I hate how these things. This is why I wanted my dry erase. Hold on. Let me find a different one. Green is apparently horrible. Huh. I put it back. That's why. All right, here we go. Here we go. Check me out. Check me out. And I put plus because some people might be enrolled in Math 134. So it works for any of the general education maths, depending upon what you are in, and the Englishes as well. So this is what happens. In order to pass these particular courses right here, these courses as a freshman that you're in right now, what do you think the minimum grade you can make is? Say it, David. A C. A C minus. It don't matter. You got to get a C. You must make a C in this course for it to be considered passing. But what happens if this happens? I'm about to teach y'all a trick, a financial aid trick, how the government do things. What happens here? Is this passing? Why? Why is the D a passing grade? No. There we go. The reason why D is technically a passing grade when it comes to financial aid and the federal government is because it is still technically a passing grade, because you have still earned credit for it. You get a D, you're still going to get those 3 credits for it, but it's not passing for the academic standard here or anywhere else you go in the country. You have to have at least a C to pass the class. So now what happens is that the government looks at you and says, oh, snap. Well, you've passed the class. The school looks at you and says, you ain't passed the class. So what's going to happen is if you have received credit for these classes having earned a D, the government is going to say, because you earned credit for it, we're not paying for it again. At all. So these classes, you got to take care of yourself because we're not paying for it again. No one caught it. No one caught it. No one caught it. What kind of tuition does Bethune Cookman have? Block. That means I pay the same amount for 12 hours as I do 18 hours. It has block tuition. So, do you know how you get this class paid again? You got to get at least 12 new hours. Once you get in 12 new hours, I can take these classes again, and they'll be paid for. That's the trick on how to do that. If something happens and it's a part of my curriculum, it's a part of my vertical curriculum, and something like this happens, well, I need to get in a whole new 12 hours so I can now add these, and then that will be covered. That's what block tuition does. That's what block tuition does for everyone. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? You see how to work the system, right? You have to know this. And this is the thing. A lot of people don't know this, been here for 2, 3, 4 years and don't know how this works. You got me. And I've had to help people out in these type of situations. So you got this information like second week. So if you ever find yourself in this situation, get to 12 new hours first. Then go back and add so you can get that C or better so you can now get it paid for. But if you come back 12 hours and 3 of those 12 hours are one of these classes, you're not getting it paid for because you earned credit for that particular class. Work with your student success coach to make sure you are taking and passing enough credits for an on-time graduation. Start strong, end your first semester with over a 2.0, stay in good standing. Keep in mind, strive for 4-year graduation and start earning in your career. So, real quick, does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? Did everybody understand the reasons and the whys behind this stuff, right? Why? Because I do not want your financial aid affected. I understand that sometimes life be lifing and things happen. We fall off. We drop the ball in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean that you're a bad student. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Doesn't mean that you're broken. Doesn't mean that you have failed this process or anything. But sometimes stuff happens. I've had to retake courses before. So I get it. But what I want you all to know, because how financial aid worked when I was in school is completely different now. They're just not going to let you stay in getting your undergrad for 12 years. They're not. That's why they have all of these checks and all of these balances when it comes to this stuff. Why? Because they want to make sure that you get out. If you do what you're supposed to do, you will get out on time. You will get out in 4. But you have to be able to do what you're supposed to do. Now, once all that's said and done, you know, oh, snap. I almost forgot one thing, y'all. Check this out. So remember I went through all of this, right? Watch this. I almost forgot one part of this. What happens if I make this grade? Huh? But if I take it again, will the government pay for it? But what's the downside to it? Huh? No. Wait a minute, who said something? I heard. What'd you say? Not necessarily, but you're headed in the right direction. It affects your GPA. So it's kind of like darn if you do, darn if you don't. So if I make a D, financial aid won't pay for it. I mean, yeah, financial aid won't pay for it because I've earned the credit. If I make an F, financial aid will pay for it, but my GPA just took a hit. So we don't need to be shooting for this type of stuff right here. We don't. Okay? And this stuff, be careful. This stuff creeps up on everyone. It creeps up because this is what happens. And I'm going to let y'all go. This is what happens. It creeps up once we start making our new friends. It creeps up once we start joining organizations. It creeps up once family stuff starts to happen back home and we get pulled in. It creeps up once certain things, relationship. Boy, if you don't get back here, it creeps up once relationships start going south. It creeps up when relationships start going good. It creeps up when we may feel defeated in a class. It creeps up in so many different ways. People have had children. It creeps up in so many different ways. That's why it is important for you to stay focused and understand what you came here to do, because this stuff happens in a blink of an eye. Either you want it or you don't. Because one of the things that I promise myself that no one who comes into my class will never be able to say, well, no one told me that. Mr. Vickers never told me that. I absolutely have. So please be on the lookout as you're making your way through this journey through Bethune Cookman University, that you are paying attention and looking out for those. Making sure, please, if something's happening back home, please set boundaries with your people back home. That's going to be the toughest thing. Set boundaries. Priorities here. You came off to college to be able to do things for your family in the future. Set the boundaries. Set the boundaries with your friends. Set your boundaries with your significant others. Set your boundaries at every possible place. Why? Because you need to make sure that the main thing remains the main thing. Y'all got me? I appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. All right? I don't think there's anything. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I almost went back on the word I said. If you want to know if anything is due, you better go check your canvas.